with you, child, cause you's foul. You need to tie your tubes now. Baby had way too many kids. She got no way to really live. You need to go find your baby daddy. I got no time to be playing daddy, baby. I'm in my prime on my way to Cali. I'm in the sky making rainbow valleys. No, I ain't never getting stuck nowhere, but they lying, gon' say it's tacky. Bitch, get at me. And I ain't talking about emojis for emails. All you spirits getting sold up for retail. They didn't put your fucking soul in a deep well. Cause the devil got a hold of the details. And you can bet your bottom dollar I can eyeball a nigga, and you know I don't need scales. Throw a nigga in the ocean, New Jack City, homie, you can float with the seashells. Yeah, we in the magical times. Uriel passing the sky. I'm the best rapper alive. We used to live by 10 days. It was you day, no day, and blue day. I rap about the stars and the planets, bitch, and I don't never sound like Lupe. Spaceships and aircrafts, UFOs, flight boss, bitch, he's the shit. You ain't know? Yeah, a golden prism. You don't know the rhythm. What's around his neck? Yeah, the solar system.
Nowadays, I don't think you could really create anything here but intellectual properties, like a way to comprehend shit. Because what he might say, like, I was just thinking about that, like, he might say, like, spinal fluid, but I might say I bring my awareness to, like, my lower natures or my lower thoughts type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like, that should be crazy. I just had one quick question, because it's like a concept that you be explaining. I watched like 100 videos and I still can't get it. So like with the planets, so you saying the planets get created like through the houses when the sun and the moon like shift through these houses and they interact with each other, like when they in certain spaces, this create like the energies that's in that house type shit?
Yeah, it's creating the energies, and that's what created the concepts of how we look at planets. Like once upon a time, it was just a bunch of humans like looking at the sun transit and then keeping track of the moon phases. And based upon each of these positions, they gave it a different name, a different energy. And then that's when they started calling certain names like Venus and certain other things. And then for the most part, they was trying to say that the sun is moving in a different water cycle. And then they gave it 7 cycles based upon the transitions and keeping track of it. And so the concept of planets itself come from that type of studying or that type of science that humans used to do, that we used to do as humans. But now how we look at it now, that kind of confuses us now too, because then when we say the term planet, we're trying to understand
like outer space type shit.
Yeah, so we get lost on what it actually means.
Hey, that's crazy, because it makes sense, because I was thinking of it like the same way that we get different seasonal transitions and people be wondering where these energies come from. But it's the same as like if I was to walk in somebody else's house, I would feel a different way. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm in a different area with different like interactions happening, and the things that interacted in there based on my experience, I would produce like thoughts and feelings like in this. You feel what I'm saying? Is that kind of like how that shit work? And on the macro level type shit.
Yeah, that's how they put that shit together. For an example, let's say Mercury never exists and we wanted to create Mercury or some goddamn shit. We look at how the sun and the moon is reacting towards a period of time. And let's say we doing math. Mercury would be the shortest math. So during that little period, we will experience something and call that period of time that name. And let's say we call it Mercury. Then we'll start creating allegories on how that time itself got its own movement and shit. And then we'll give it other allegories on when that energy play out in certain other areas than other areas. And then let's say we come up with another water cycle. Every time that water cycle is in that area that we just made up before, we would give the energy that we gave that a filtering system of that energy that we gave before it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what we're doing. Hey, that's how we do the moon, everything.
That's crazy. So is that how they like kind of name like ages, like say we're in the age of Aquarius. Like so this time already happened before. It's a new cycle with a different name. But it actually happened before type shit. But on the like just different circumstances and situations type shit. So people was reacting differently. Is that like all right?
So it's like the same energy, different people or different civilization.
Yeah.
But they really just be doing like math because it's real slick way they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like Because like, think about it. The sun could be in Taurus, right? Now, like, say the sun later on in the year, the sun go in Libra or Scorpio. But let's say, based on our math, we can know the pieces of where things at. So the moon might be in the area where we came up with the idea when the sun was there. So we'd be like, okay, the moon make us feel. So the moon must go to make us feel like this period of time where it's in the position is in. So that's how we came up with Taurus and moon and Taurus type shit. You know what I'm saying? So they just be doing math and putting it together and shit. It's slick though.
Bro, that shit cold. Why don't you make your own shit? Like, bro, why don't you just make your own shit? I mean, I know it's harder because you still got to use their language in order to get people to even comprehend your own symbols and shit. So it's kind of hard to get out of.
Low key, what I figured out is when you do really practice it, a lot of us being in human bodies, we come to the same conclusions. Like I low key went through that for years, and like 90% of what I came up with, humans that be running the world are. That's why I be teaching about this shit so hard, because I be like, oh, this is what they talking about. So it's like really like if you share a similar brain like another human, y'all gonna reach like the same conclusions. So that's why sometimes I be skeptical about even preaching the language, because it really gonna be a copying system of what they did already that we complaining about. So it's like, damn, it's hard to. We just in a demonic ass world as spirits. Real
I
shit.
swear to God, I swear I was just explaining my girl that shit. I'm like, man, same way as like we categorize like a female that fuck everybody. We might say they hoes, but nowadays they call thoughts. But it's still using the same type language that they create. So it's kind of hard to create something new, and if you create something new, you might as well just start your own civilization, go somewhere and just that shit, man. Hey, that shit crazy. And I heard you was trying to start your own TV shows and shit. I need to hear some of your ideas. Not that I'm trying to take them, bro. I ain't trying to take your shit now. But I like to see some of that shit, because like when I look at shit, I be like, yeah, it could have been wrote better, but like shit, what the fuck we gonna do different? Like,
yeah, I'm low key just gonna remix everything. You know what I said, real shit. I'm gonna have my version of Jerry Springer, my version of Marvel Comics, I'm gonna just remix and transmute what the shadow government did, just in a whole new type of way. The best way God give me the possibilities to do it, and then I'm gonna just end it there and shit. Real shit. So pretty much everything in the world is a remix with flight in front of it. That's my idea. That's
how you get there. But people be so lost in their ego, like. And I feel like they low-key be scared that they stupid. Like, don't be scared, you stupid. Come here, let me teach you, bro. Like, I feel like people just be scared that they stupid, and they have to, like, rewire their whole fucking brain, so it's easier to just, nah, bro, what you want? And in the same context, be like, the same shit you talking about, they use it against you. Is weird as fuck. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you, stupid. I'm the reason you thinking like that. Man, that should be crazy.
And shout out to Jonathan. I keep bringing them up, but he low key did that with the word game, and I used that against him to let him know that these words ain't pointing to what you think it's pointing to. Then he like, how would you even know it then? And I'm trying to explain it to him. Anybody can go outside and know the temperature is different, whether we know the word temperature or not. And he kept trying to argue through his bias, and he couldn't see it. He probably see it now, but it's just something we got to get out of.
If you a baby and I gotta teach you. Nah, but hey.
And we all got this problem though. Just everybody on a different part of the ladder. So it's like, as long as we help each other, we good.
For sure. But yeah, I just wanted to chop it up. I had to come on here and give bro his props, because he damn near had me, bro. I'm like, fuck.
Shit. Yeah, shout out to Dorian. Shout out to Dorian Jackson. This thing, real shit. Real shit. Hold on, I seen some. Thank you so much for the donation, Nina Serralo. You said why you like J. Cole? So, oh hell nah, you fucked up, Nina Serralo. Lord Jesus Christ, shout out to Nina Serralo.